Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It is very early morning, and today we are going to attempt to place a couple more windows here because it's October now, and we don't really have a lot of stuff in our inventory. We don't have a lot of stuff to make windows with, but I am going to try to get these done before it snows. Hopefully, we can do that. We don't need a ton more. I mean, if you don't think that. 8 here and then 2 more over here. We need 10 more windows. So that's not horrible. I think we could manage that. I think we could pull that off before winter, hopefully. I also need a back door. I wanted a glass back door, so I'm going to have to make that as well. I do have the generator running because I did make myself a lockpick overnight, as well as a couple of the glass panels to make the windows with. I also made myself a couple of fish traps simply because our medicinal tonic and things are slowly depleting because we have a tendency to, you know, get infected and things such as that. But I do want to place these 2 fish traps down right now, just so we can try to get some fish. And I am going to bait both of these right away. I'm going to put some worms in there and some worms over here. And hopefully we can catch some fish. I've decided that if we catch the crayfish, that I'm just going to leave them in there to spoil and use the spoiled meat for bait as well. Simply because, I don't know, is that the sun? Yeah. Simply because we don't really use the crayfish in any type of recipe anyway. And, we're not too desperate for their food at the moment. There's a bear, and a wolf. Ugh. I know that we have rogues over in the eagle spawn area, but I do want to get up into the cougar territory because we are desperate. We are extremely desperate for nails, guys. We don't have any, not one nail at the base. And we only have 23 arrows, and we can't make any more. Because, of course, to make arrows, you need nails. And we don't have any of those. I do have a lockpick. Hopefully we can at least find some in a locked crate if that's what it comes to. And I know that up in the cougar area is a great place to start looking for locked crates. So hopefully we can get up in there, in that area, and find some loot. Desperate for it, guys. I have played a couple of in-game days, before we're starting to record this episode, and we're just not doing it. We're not finding loot. It's not spawning in for us. I think I found 4 nails in 2 days. I did turn those into arrows because, of course, we're desperate for those. And it's just not a good situation that we're in at the moment. I do have my shotgun fully loaded. Hopefully we can, kill a cougar or 2 if we need to. There's a crate just here. Again, ooh, very, very nice. Very nice crate. Again, I do want to apologize to all of you who were expecting a video on Friday who are not in the Discord. If you are in Discord, you know kind of what's going on in my personal life. A little bit anyway. Not, I don't give out too many details. But if there's a day that there's not going to be a video, I will kind of post it on there first. Or, I'll kind of let you know what's going on and that, hey, there's not going to be a video today. Because, and the reason was that this virus made its way to my parents' house, and I had some responsibilities on Friday that just could not be avoided. And I was doing things to help them this weekend, and yeah, I don't regret a minute of that. And I just simply did not have the time to record a video on Friday or over the weekend at all. So, with that being said, I do apologize again for that, but some things just can't be helped. There is rogues, cougar spawn, or eagle spawn area. I do think I remembered that, and I do think I mentioned that at the beginning of this episode. I don't know why that surprised me to see those guys, but it did. There could potentially be a locked crate over in this area. It's a very good location to start looking for locked crates, guys. Generally, if you are going to find a locked crate, you will find it in the cougar spawn area. There's about 3 or 4 different places over here that they spawn. It's a very great area for them. And yeah. Let me just run over on this platform and get this wolf to stop chasing me because, that would be great. I'm going to have to build myself a better cougar slash bear slash everything outpost in that area. Well, at least I do have a couple of pieces that we can use, of course. But let's sort of look over here for loot. I'm really at a loss why there's no crate spawning in. Yeah, there's just no crates. So, there's a carrot here. Well, carrot seed anyway. That's great. But here is some iron. That's also pretty nice. Or some scrap, sorry. I am playing several games when I do have the time to play. I don't really get a lot of time at the moment to play at all. We are still working on the house and things like that. And lately it's just been pretty hectic. I haven't had a lot of time to play anything. I would love to be able, and I've had the opportunity extended to me, to join Scotty and, those guys that are playing on the live streams. I would love to get to join those guys, but I just simply don't have the time. It's ridiculous at the moment. But hopefully, when things settle down a bit, we'll get some time to do that. And I would love, to be able to stream myself and, stream other games. So I did mention in Discord, someone asked about games that don't have zombies or things like that in them. And one of the games that I mentioned was Ark, and that, of course, is dinosaurs and all of that. And I'm sure most people in general know the game Ark. If you watch other content creators, a lot of them play Ark. But the one that doesn't get a lot of attention right now is Green Hill. It's a very, very fun game. I really enjoy it. I just, haven't been recording it because it doesn't really do very well with views. But of course, that has been quite some time when I only had about 20 subscribers or so. So maybe eventually I can jump back in that game as well. You guys are really enjoying the Infected at the moment, so I'm going to continue with that for a while. But maybe after we finish that series, I might, jump back into the other games and see what you guys like and what you don't. But I'm not seeing even a locked crate over here, and that's just not common for this area, guys. There's usually locked crates over here, at least 3 or 4. Definitely along the stream here is the best place to find those. I do tend to find them around the 6-log tree most of the time. And there's a bear. And a blueberry. And a potato. Shall we? Come on, bear. Let's pick our potato. And our blueberry. We do have a little bit of ammo. I don't have any to waste, of course. But, getting the seeds from that and the fat is great. We don't have a huge need for biofuel at the moment because our base is pretty well taking care of itself, which is great. I'm very excited about that. I wonder if it's possible, and some of you guys that have been playing a lot longer than I have will know the answer to this, but I wonder if it is possible to get enough solar panels and wind turbines so that you don't necessarily need to run the generator at all, even for the mass fabricator. I'm sure that would take a lot of solar panels and wind turbines, but I think you can pull it off at some point. It probably would take a while. We have been nearly an in-game year already. We are in October, if I did not mention that already. I don't really want to get over in this area too much because I know there are rogues over here. But I also know that right around the stream is where you can find locked crates. I'm desperately seeking loot. Loot is a must. We desperately need it. There's just no two ways about it. It's been a horrible loot day. I think even the last episode was a very, very horrible loot day. And some days are just better than others, of course, I know that. I'm not quite sure why there's no locked crates. There's not even a regular crate spawning in. And we just simply don't have the arrows. We have 18 arrows and that's it. We don't even have nails to make anymore. So things are getting pretty desperate now, guys. Ooh, a crate, a crate. Crate, a crate, a crate, a crate. Very excited. Maybe we can backtrack a bit and get a little bit more of that. That's great loot. The nails are wonderful. Even if it is only 11 nails, that's still 11 arrows. And we do need them. We don't have the ability to... Ooh, is this another crate? Potentially a locked crate. Right over here. No, it's not a locked crate. However, it is a crate. Very excited about that. Let's have a little look-see. 2 more nails. The loot does seem to be a bit less this time of year in the game. I think it's pretty common to not get the best loot, especially in the winter as well. The crates should be full, but they are definitely not full. Okay, so there's a bear down here. Just scanning a bit for a locked crate. And know that they have been... Ooh, there it is. Sorry. You guys are probably yelling at the screen saying, "Girl, it's right there." I do apologize if you were doing that. Scrap is great. 7 nails. That's wonderful. Cordage is also pretty nice. The ammo is ridiculously good. 6 rifle rounds, 6 9mm, and 3 of the weapons parts, as well as 7 iron fragments. That's really good. That's almost half of what it cost us to make the lockpick itself. So we did get quite a bit of return on investment, so that's really, really nice. Some copper just here. We are needing copper pretty badly at the moment. Let's go ahead and get that. We are not mining copper. I do need to make another mining drill so that we can... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that button. So that we can get, 2 ores out of the ground at the same time. I do think that would be beneficial to us. But we're doing pretty good overall. We have quite a bit of things back at the base as far as loot goes. We have a full stack and over a half a stack of the scrap. We're going to be needing a lot of it. I'm pretty desperate for nails so that we can make some more of the railings that we do desperately need. Okay, don't have those to be wasting, Wolfie. Ah. Okay, not bleeding out, so I don't need a bandage. That's great. Yeah, I desperately need the arrows. Pretty desperate for those. There's a pig down there. I would like to have its pork chop, but that's okay. There is a medicinal plant down here as well, and I'm going to wash my hands really, really quickly, hopefully. These guys are vicious. They will break your leg very, very quickly, and potentially even kill you. Scrap over here as well as another crate. Very excited about the crates. Building crate as well. Very, very lovely. We have 34 nails already. That's super exciting. The quest for nails has not been a kind quest. It's been very, very difficult for us. I think it's just the sheer amount of nails that we do need. It's just overwhelming, actually. Plant fiber is always nice. I did turn most of the plant fiber that we had into fuel bricks as well as cordage. I did make about 70 cordage, but I used some of it to make fish traps with. So hopefully we can catch a couple of fish, get some fish oil going. I did see a fisherman from the fortress base. I think he's heading my direction. Probably going over to that small pond to do some fishing. I'm not sure, but I think that's called Glacier Pond or something like that. I want to learn the names of these ponds, but I'm really, really, struggling with that. Copper here. Very nice. There's a crate, 2 crates, but there's also a bear down here. Let's reload because we're probably going to need it. Let's get this. Oh, dear. What flew out? Let's make a biofuel. Where are you? See if we can pick this stuff up. Gunpowder. Definitely don't have the extra to be wasting and throwing that away. That's just not going to happen. Okay. Let's get the bow back out, just because you never know when you're going to need it. This has been a pretty okay loot run. I mean, it hasn't been the greatest, but we've been doing pretty well. I mean, we do have full pockets, so that's something to celebrate. More nails. Very, very cool. We have 42 nails. Not even complaining a little bit about that. Let's go ahead and get this ammo crate, gunpowder, and casing. The casing is probably going to fly away or fly out, so let's go ahead and do that little number. And we're going to loot our way back to the base. Hopefully we'll find several more crates. You never know really what you're going to find. Some days are definitely better than others, and I think the loot has just started spawning in at the ending of the day, which is not great, but it's better than nothing, really. Let's take you, and I keep forgetting that you can't do this, so I'm not even going to pick that fiber, even though I'm so used to picking up everything that I do see. It's very, very difficult not to do that. There's a bear down here between us and our base. So let's just leave him to be there, and let's get back up this direction a tiny bit, and we'll try to go around him. There's lots of plant fiber over here. I guess it's more noticeable when you don't have room for it. I really hate leaving it behind. Don't have room for you either. There's a bear down there, but there's an ammo crate just here that I want to get. And there's an ore on that rock would be nice, but I don't think it's going to let us have that. I think the ore is the bear's ore. Okay, let's get this crate. I said we were going to head straight home or loot our way home. I just couldn't help popping in over here. There's usually a crate or two in this area, before you get to the Bravo base and the pond. I don't know what this pond is called. I'll have to Google that or look that up in a bit. There's a crate over here behind this tree. And all of these ponds do have names. I'm pretty sure of that. The central pond, I'm not sure if it has a name, or maybe the central pond is its name. Not quite sure about that either. But hopefully, eventually, we can learn the names of all these ponds. I am used to calling this lake the Southern Lake and the other lake the Northern Lake. That may be their names as well. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But 50 nails in one day is very, very nice. We will definitely use those pretty quickly. But it is nice to have them to use. There's a wolf over here. And it is between us and our base. Let's go ahead and take him out. And, well, at least he washed himself. Let's go ahead and grab his meat and fat. One steak. Let's just have a steak. Eat one. I'm going to pick that one up, and we still have a full stack. And the steak do not give you food poisoning or the get you infected or whatever like the chicken and rabbit do. Darn it. Keep forgetting about that. Now we have eggs and animal poop out here, which is great. They do need a little bit of food and water. Or it does need a little bit of food and water. Anything in here? Nothing at all that we can use. We can drop the cordage out here as well. But that's about it, really. Tomatoes are great. We're desperate for these. We don't have, I think, maybe 5 or 6 in the base. So let's take these guys inside. These are ready to pick as well. These are growing. Do need water and fertilizer. But let's start putting some loot away. Okay. Food. And fat. Did let the fire go out. That was not intended at all. I'll ignite that. That's enough wood for now. I will fill that up very soon. Tomatoes. I'm gonna put 6, 8, 9 away. And extract seeds from the rest of these because I do have some down here. Or one down there, actually. Put you away. And let me just check over here. Put a couple of seeds away. We did get 3 cottonseed, I think. The tomato seeds I'm going to keep because I'm going to replant them. And as a matter of fact, let's get out here and do that really, really quickly. Let's drop you in there and you in there. And that's pretty good for now. As far as plants are concerned, I'll just exchange you for some fresh water. Let's get downstairs and drop all of this stuff away. And we do have our refinery going. We've made 82. We almost have this completely refined, which is great. The copper really needs to be going as well. Did I place those ores in there? I'm not quite sure. There's some more in my inventory down here. And we're doing pretty well overall with ores. Just need to get them refined. I probably should make myself another refinery at some point just to make sure that everything is going. The planks go over here. 21 scrap. That was a very good scrap day. Worms, electrical components, lots of ammo items, and things that go over here. So that's great as well. I need to get upstairs and feed myself and take care of me. So let's have a drink of water. Let's also have a bit of food. We'll have the liver and a steak, and then let's have a couple of berries as well. A tomato, a couple of carrots, and a couple of blueberries. And then let's go ahead and harvest the carrots and onions out here. I'm not quite sure if we need any more onions. I think we're doing really well with onions, but I am going to extract the seeds here for a bed of carrots. And let's get back inside. Let's drop off the seed here. We have a couple of extra seeds. That's okay. And onions. I think 77 onions will probably be enough to, cook some better quality food and things that we need. So it's not that big of a deal. We do have 5 racks of ribs. We have nearly 10 chickens. So I'm going to have to do some cooking pretty soon, which means letting the generators run because it does take a lot of power to cook the better quality foods. The chicken is doing okay. I do think I'm just going to gather the eggs and the animal poop and check on the fish traps while we're here. See if there's anything in those. So I'm just going to leave this in there to spoil because I don't necessarily need it. And that one as well. Well, I could actually turn these into biofuel things, right? I think so. I meant to take that instead of trying to place it in there. Let's go ahead and get this pearl while we're here. And the kelp as well because that makes great mass. I'm going to have to start upgrading on the outside on the wall here. I want to get the wall upgraded with the alloy sheets just to make it a bit stronger. Let's close the door here. And let's get inside. This day is nearly over. Just going to place a couple more things away in here. The eggs. We have 6 eggs, so we can do a bit of cooking. I think I'll just burn these crayfish and probably will hang on to a fuel brick to put in the fire. We do have 18 extra, so we're doing pretty well overall as far as fuel bricks are concerned. Let's get down here and place the pearl away. And I'm going to call it a day here, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.